staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game. And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Van Buren. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Finds some room. Touchdown, LSU! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt.
Looking deep down the right side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. So the offense steps to the line with a fresh set of downs after the roughing the passer penalty. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go backward.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown LSU! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Georgia Southern. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run the off-tackle play here. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
his man. It's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Watkins. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Safe completion on the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. Spins away from the defender. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores have their offense in high gear. They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end. Bulldozes his way through. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Vandy. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Van Buren. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. And he's dragged down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Trying play action. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Split backs here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Commodores want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They go to the draw. Thrust that arm out. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Ridley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Berry. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Rush is on him. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Wilkins. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Turns it loose deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Just keep slinging it. Escapes the sack. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Commodores!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
To the air, it's Wilkins. They'll run the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
LSU right back to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Berry. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. To throw, it's Wilkins. Scrambling away. It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Commodores send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 10 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Commodores have a lot of options on second and inches. To the air, it's Wilkins. Under fire. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football now.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Off play action. Sends it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, that's an incompletion and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On the move and looking deep. He's got it down the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the shuffle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to ride this running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's going for the goal line. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Doors! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man.
Breaks into the open. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The give to the big fullback. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. 3rd down coming up.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down. Open space at the 25. Turning it on. Touchdown LSU. Great job by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. UMass overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Amherst, these Minutemen got to be thrilled. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Commodores line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The option look. He'll toss it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Powers through the defender, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The give as they work on that clock. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Push down for the tackle.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And they'll take a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.